Hello, everyone. Welcome to our last lab class. I think after this one, you are going to have a test. So let's begin our lab assignment, week 13. So for this one, today we'll be covering the following topics. We're going to creating user-created classes, defining special methods, defining overloaded operators, writing exception handlers, and defining customer exceptions. Our attendance is mandatory, and you must finish by yourself. And if you have any questions, you can let me know, okay? Today, you are going to submit 2 Python programs and a screenshot of these 2 programs result, okay? So for the first one, program 1 is numbers. Write the class defining a for customer user created number class. For this program, you will need to implement the special and operator method within your own number class to mimic the functionality of the integer class. Your number class will store a single integer called num that initialized within the number class constructor. For your class, you must implement the following class customization methods to perform the following operations. The first one is the string, which are used for return a string of the value of num whenever an object of the number class is used like a string. Add with self and other, which will return a new number object containing the sum of 2 number objects, and sum with self and other as a parameter returns a new number object containing the subtraction of 2 number objects. Make sure it's used for number projects, okay? The same thing for the multiplication, return a new number objects contains the multiplication of 2 number objects. And the true division is with the self and other return a number objects containing the division of 2 number objects. One is from self and the other one is from the other, okay? The value of num is always an integer, okay? Write a program that implements multiple objects of the number class. For this one, implement multiple objects of the number class. Your program must demonstrate the functionality of 5 specified operators: plus, minus, multiplication, division. Write a 4 separate Python expressions demonstrating each of the operator functions. Additional, write a 5th Python expression that uses all 5 operators. After each arithmetic expression uses a number class. Write a print statement that outputs the value of the number class using the string method. For here, the output should be like this: 25 plus 5 equals to 30. 25 minus 5 equals 20. And multiplication and the division, the 5th one is plus multiplication and division, okay? The skills covered is creating user-created classes, defining special methods, and defining overloaded operators, okay? Now we finished looking at this first one. Maybe you feel a little bit confused about what exactly is this. Okay, let's use the code to explain it step by step. Okay. First, we have to create a okay, I want to create a number with my name. And this is Python code. Okay, it's okay. I create this one, and first you have to define a class. Class name is number, and use this class. Every class we should have a constructor with init. For here, we should have a parameter as a number, and the number here is self the num equals to this number. Okay, so now we finish a very simple class. After we define it, we can use it to create a number, right? How to create it? For example, I create a number A equals to number. I use a parameter, so use parameter, I use 25. Okay, this is how we use the class to create an object. Okay, so next step, I want to know what's the value of A. Okay, normally we think it should be 25. So let's see if we can, when we create it, what can we guide? Let's print A. See, this is a printout. It's not 25, it's number objects, objects of this number class. So if we want print 25, what should we do? We have to use the class as an integer. So we have to define the special method string. We use it as a string, not when we print it, we use it as string, and we should use self. In this method, we just return what? Return string of this number. Okay, so now this is called, sorry, it should in the class method. This is called a special method. Okay, called the string. That means we for this one, when we put this string method here, we do not have a call this string method. We just use it in this class. Every time when I print something, it just print a string of this value instead of the objects. Okay, let's try if we can get 25 this time. See, now we can get 25. Okay, so now I have a number 25. Then I create a object, a number 5. And then I want to know the I plus B. I want to get a value which equals to A plus B. So we already know is addition. Plus is a method from our Python, but can I use it? Use for plus two numbers, integer numbers, two numbers. But for here, can I use it for two integers. Let's try it. See, we get error. The type error is unsupported operand for plus. Number and number. That means I cannot use this plus directly to this object of this number. We should define a function. This is called overload the function. For this add function, we have the self, we have other, and in this one, we can return what? We return number of this self, the num plus other the num. Okay, so now it should return when I use add to this two object, I should return an object of this number. Let's see. Let's check the result. Let's print C. Okay, let's see if it works or not. Say we got 30, right? So this is we define the class. We rewrite the special method string, and we overloaded this class added function. The similar things for here is we should find the sub, right? Sub, and the similar things is here. And what should we return? Return object self minus other, and we use D equals to A minus B E. The same things we use division, multiplication, new, and we use true division, right? True division. Since we must make sure it's an integer, so we use this division, and E equals to A multiplied by B, 5 equals to A divided by B. Okay, so now we get the two objects. We get the plus, we get the minus, we get the multiplication and division. So let's print. First one, we use A plus B equals C, right? So let's see what can we get after we print it. The 25 plus 5 equal to 30. and similar things here. Multiplication. We use the minus first. Minus D multiplication at E agent, we got okay. So see, we got this 4. So for yourself, you must finish totally 5. The fifth one is you combine them all together. Okay. So this is for the first one. So let's see the second one. The second one is step counter Pythons. We already did one of this, right? I think it's a long time ago. But for this time, we added some exceptions. Okay. The step counter pad meter treat walking 2,000 steps as walking 1 mile. Red step to miles function that takes the number of steps as a parameter and returns the miles walked. The step to miles function reads a value error object with the message exception non-numeric value entered. When the user input cannot be converted to an integer, the step to miles function reads a customer negative value error object with the message exception negative step count entered when the number of steps is negative. So for this one, we should write a program that reads the number of steps from a user, call the step to mile function, and output the returned value from the step to mile function. Use a try exception block to catch any value error or negative value error object raised by step to miles function and output the exception message. Output each floating point value with 2 digits after the decimal point, which can be achieved as follows: is a print and keep 2 digits after the decimal point. Okay. Here, if the step is positive, we transfer it into miles, and if it's not a number, then we get an exception with a non-numeric value entered. And if you input a negative value, then you get a exception object with a negative step count entered. Okay. For this part, we will writing exception handlers and define customer exceptions. So which is customer exceptions is negative value error. Okay. So for this one, we have to first we created another one. I just use step counter. You should follow the steps. For me, I just simplify it. Okay, I just use this one. So first, I have to define the customers defined exceptions, which one this is input value is negative, right? So how to define it? We define a class with negative value error, and where it's a exception. Okay, and every class should have a constructor with a init and for this one I should have a value, right? We have self and we have a value, and for this one I use a self value equals to the value here. Okay. And then I define a steps to mails. I have to get a user input, right? User steps. If I have this one, then yeah, I haven't finished this part, right? So if user steps smaller than 0, I have to raise a negative error. Negative error was the exception inside. Exception is just to tell others the negative step and entered. Okay, read this one as a else. Else we use we should return values divided by. Okay, and now let's handle this exception. Let's use try. Okay, try steps. Ask we have to ask a user to get the input and convert it into an integer, and we see. Steps. And then else work equals to this function with steps, and so we print. We use the f else worked. We should mail work. And we should math work convert it into with 2i, right? So math, and then try this. If there have some except, So except is value error. This is the system how it when you input, you should input an integer, but you input a character or something. Okay, with some error, then you should print which exception. No. Break value. And we have another exception. You have another exception is negative value error. That's E, and then print E. Okay, so we create this we customize this new exception, and with exception, and every time when you input some values, you print out this value. Okay, and we define the step files. Excuse me. And we use a try and except. Okay, so let's try this one. Input the steps, I use true. So I get an exception with a non-numeric value, and write it write again. Steps, I use 100. I get file mails, and if I use steps negative 10, I get the exception, right? So this is for today's program 2. So if you have any questions, just let me know, okay? Thank you.